Hello, Green Party. Thank you for allowing me to speak to you today this way. My name is Brian Jones. I'm an educator and an activist here in New York City, and I'm really sorry I could not be with you in person today. As you may have heard, I'm speaking at a protest here in New York City right now called the Save Our Schools March and Rally. Well, it's no secret that our governor, Andrew Cuomo, has angered millions of New Yorkers with his anti-public schools, anti-public sector, anti-union, anti-teacher policies. Cuomo is a big supporter of charter schools. Cuomo favors privatization schemes. Cuomo is attacking our unions and insisting increasingly that teachers be evaluated according to standardized test scores. So now we've got these high stakes tests for students, high stakes for schools, and now we're going to ratchet the stakes up even higher and use them to evaluate teachers, says Cuomo. Well, people who are working in the schools feel that this, and who are students in the schools, people who are sending their children to the schools, increasingly feel that these policies are ruining public education. They're immiserating people who actually go to school every day. It's got to stop. And increasingly, the good news is that thousands and thousands of people are trying to figure out ways to stop it. This year, as you may have heard, tens of thousands of families opted out of standardized tests, a huge step forward for the movement against high-stakes standardized testing, and frankly for the movement to defend and improve public education. But for many people, the fact that the Democratic Party is the party that's pushing this, that it's not just the Koch brothers, it's not just ALEC, but that it's the Democratic Party that's behind this corporate takeover of public education, that for many people, that is a big revelation. So I'm hoping you will nominate me to be your candidate for the position of Lieutenant Governor of the state of New York. And alongside Howie Hawkins, we can take that movement and give it a political expression. We can say to people who are trying to fight back against school closings, against charter school co-locations, against the spread of high-stakes testing, people who are trying to defend and improve public education, and we can say, you have somebody to vote for in November, you have a political place to call home, and that's over here with the people who actually agree with you, not with Cuomo and whoever else might be, put up as a lesser evil or something like that. This is a moment, certainly, where the anger at Cuomo has risen to a boil and where people have just had it with these policies. People feel that this is just unacceptable, what's going on, and that it has to stop. And that we can do better, that we have the resources, the tens of millions of dollars that right now are going into new contracts to develop new tests for gym, for music, for 4-year-olds. Those tens of millions of dollars could work miracles in the classroom. Or the hundreds of millions of dollars that are going to data consultants and data analysts and data systems. That money needs to go into our schools. We could have an amazing public education system were we to rearrange the priorities of the current system. So once again, I'm sorry that I couldn't be with you in person, but I'm with you in spirit. I hope you have a great convention. I hope that you nominate me to be your candidate for Lieutenant Governor of the state of New York. And together with Howie Hawkins, I hope to see you all on the campaign trail.